Righto, we've just been dropped off by the water taxi and we're just at the hut, just dropping some gear off, and then we're gonna head up. We're gonna head up this gully here and head up that creek, and yeah, there's a bit of bad weather coming in tomorrow, next couple of days, but we're just gonna ride it out down there. I think that's the plan. Plan's been changing every 5 minutes, but we'll see how we go down there. So yeah, we'll boost up there, and she's 10 to 1 now, so see how we get on. Touch base on the way up there. So it's period 3 in one of the Wapiti blocks down in Fiordland. So yeah, we just been dropped off and gonna head on up. Yeah, so yep, see how we get on. What do you reckon, boys?
Pretty good. Good to get some first animals.
So chuck your spotter on that thing.
I reckon, man.
On that young. Be rude not to have a lot.
Righto, lads have just spotted the first bulls. There's one over there, and then there's another one over there. Well, we think one of them's definitely a bull. We're pretty sure the other one's a bull as well, so pretty bloody cool.
Right. But he'll be a cracker in a
That'll be a
though,
good
honestly.
bull.
Really gonna
Be single.
I was thinking like fully like side on to look at scale competitors.
Oh, lengthwise.
Oh,
I wonder
mate.
if he really looked down.
Baby. Mount it. Get a leg up, Shag.
Jeez. How you going?
Fucking wasn't in the headlights.
Yeah.
Just that spotlighting, found a big turkey.
Gotta light the sight.
Couple of raccoons. Yeah. Righto, well, it's the end of day 1 and we've parked up in a tasty wee campsite. Yeah, and we're going to see what happens in the morning, and if the weather's cooked, we'll have a bit of a sleep in. But yeah, if it's all right, we're going to get up early and head further up the valley. The going was pretty good so far, so it's all good, eh, boys?
Yeah, mate.
Whee!
Good day for it.
All right, shut it down.
I've lost my cap already. Fuck me. My hat. Meow.
First night's campsite, we just broken camp and we're going to bloody head on up there and go into the gander, eh? We got the TRI special up here.
Yeah.
When are you going to rugby training?
Yeah. I think it's scrums today actually.
Are you going to get out for the arvo for a bit of training, eh?
Yeah, I got the spring boots in my pack, so we'll fly up the rugby ball and
What about your headgear?
headgear. Now I'm quite keen on cauliflower ears.
Oh yeah, nice. Pretty cool. We've just been walking up probably like 15 minutes from camp. And we've just heard a bull a couple of 100 metres away up in the face there. There's a stag with it too. So we just... I don't know if you heard that, but it's bugling pretty well. Let's rip a wood up here. Alright, me and Kim are going to go and have a crack at this bull. Up there, rip wood up here.
It's looking good.
You guys, I need you to just wait here. Mummy and Daddy will be back soon, okay?
we didn't lay eyes on the bull, but we managed to lay eyes on a scrubby wee stag, which was bloody cool, and a couple of hinds. That was cool. He's not a monster, but he's slow. Real slow. You can see him through here, but you know at the top he's just there. Behind you. You see him? He's just... It's good stuff. So now we're going to head back to the boys and yeah, carry on.
You film it.
Let's go.
It's going. Here we've just come across this beautiful clearing up high, and we've what's that? Oh,
Wait, that's a good.
that's not bad. What you guys hate your mat?
Yeah, we're looking boys.
Beautiful. Hey,
It's still filming it.
Looks good, doesn't it? Righto, we've just pulled out of the main creek now and we're going up, getting a little bit of altitude, and we're going to go up to a terrace. We can kind of see it through here, but yeah, we're going to like drop down into the creek and then go back up to this terrace, and then we can see all this beauty stuff over here. Can't really see it very well, but it's beauty. So, beauty.
Beautiful.
So, yeah, we'll carry on up. The boys are fucking pretty rapid. They're up there. But, man, I'm surprised how easy the going is, to be honest. Like, it's steep, but there's just so many game trails that make it pretty good going so far. So, yeah, we're heading up through here, up round here, and up there. So, here we go. Righto, we've just climbed up onto the, well, not the tops, but just climbed up out of the valley floor, and we're going to park up here for a couple of days. We can see heaps of country. There's a couple of wop cows down the basin down there, but I just got a small ball of them, but nothing to note. There's a wop bugling down there, but haven't managed to get eyes on them. So yeah, we'll just see how this weather does. It's forecast to be quite bad tonight, so we'll just ride it out. We're in a pretty decent campsite here, so we'll see how we get on. Righto, well, it's day 3 and we had a bit of rain last night, but it was meant to be forecast to be pretty average today, and it's turned out to be pretty good, so can't complain. Yeah, we've managed to get a fair bit of glassing in this morning, so yeah, it's been pretty good, and we had a real epic encounter with a nice stag that was up on there, and that was, yeah, it was cool. It was a nice 12 with another little nub that probably a 13, but it was cool. Another 12. It was probably about between 5 and 6, we think. But yeah, it just wasn't really what we're after. We've got a few hares in here that are attacking a bit of cat. Classic. The boys down there. See what anybody else we can. Stag. Right there. Man, that's a cool stag. Yeah, we haven't really had too much action this morning. We've sort of seen that stag this morning, and then we saw there's like 3 cows in this gully here, and then there's a young stag and then a little satellite stag up on this ridge, and then a couple of hinds, but we haven't heard bugger or bugles. Basically the bull that me and Kim had a wee stalking on yesterday is pretty much the main one going. There's the odd little one piping up every now and then, but we haven't managed to get eyes on them. But yeah, so they'll be in here. We just got to be patient, just keep glassing, and animals will pop up because we've got so much country to glass from here. Just heaps and heaps. So they'll be in there. Our boys just spotted some cows up in that cloud, but I think when it clears we're going to head up here, head up to the top, and then look into the head basin of this valley. But the boys are both on the spotters there, so maybe they've sussed something out. There was, actually the boys spotted 4 cows over there today too, so yeah, see what they can see. Righto, got the old Bloodline gear 7-bag liner. It's bloody good up on this mission, just some merino to climb into each night. Doesn't get smelly, like, because after a decent day on the hill you're pretty feral, and it's bloody good. So we had a bit of rain last night, so just airing everything out, and yeah, but this thing's bloody good for missions like this. So yeah, we'll carry on. Look at the country we're in. Boys down there glassing. I'm just on Kia watch.
This is a big Oscar.
Oscar's
Oh yeah, that is a tune.
to the limit. Look at him.
Yeah, we're just tucked up in here, just
Keeping warm and dry. Not these roosters.
keep that.
Go for a hot.
A fun grind.
Yeah.
Boys, and it's about 5:10. I think it's going to clear, so calling it, heading back. Another front's coming through apparently, so yeah, get back to camp. Righto, we've just sort of come back to camp, and we're just back in this main basin here. Me and Oscar just glassing till last light. It's kind of shitty out here, but never know what's going to pop out. There's some bloody nice little clearings in that through here, so yeah, we'll just see. We'll see what's going on. Oscar's spotted a bull out in the scrub down here. He reckons it's about a 10 or a 12 pointer, but look quite young. But we haven't got the spotter on him, so that's a new bull we've seen, so that's cool. Yeah, we'll keep carrying on. Righto, was day 4, I think it is. Yeah, day 4. Bit dusty out there today, so we'll just Righto, we'll just come down this ridge from camp here, just to get below the cloud, and over on this face behind me here, I'll swing around and show you. But there's a stag been roaring over there for a few hours. Haven't been able to get eyes on him just because he's in the tight native there, but there's a few little openings and stuff that we're having a look through trying to get eyes on him, but we haven't been able to see him yet. Maybe not a really old animal just because he's been roaring for quite a few hours now, given his position away, so we're sort of thinking he's probably not what we're after, but you never know. So we'll have to try and get eyes on him. Then we've got that nice 12-point red that's in this gully. Really nice animal, but just pretty young. So yeah, seen really 2 really nice 12s in here, but just definitely need some more time. So yeah, we'll just keep on looking. More animals are turning up the longer we look into these gullies, so we'll just keep being patient, see what turns up. Oscar, what do you think about my tent mod?
I seen that. That's very tidy, eh? She's coming from a building perspective, that's quite good. You got a few tie downs there, wind zones. She looks pretty good, mate.
Righto, what's the evening of day 4 and the weather's still not too bad. Can't complain. We kind of thought we'd be tent bound, so yeah, it's pretty bloody good. We've had a couple of stags going in here that we've sort of got eyes on, but then just down here that we haven't able to get eyes on yet, so we're just going to keep an eye on him and see what he's like. But I've only seen young bulls up in the head of the valley. If the weather's good tomorrow, we want to go up and have a look right round in the head basin, because the weather hasn't been good enough to go and do that yet. So we'll go from there and see what happens tomorrow morning. Righto, we're just packing up and we're going to bugger off. We've been on Turkey Knoll for how many nights? 3 nights.
Something like that. Yeah, maybe 2.
2 or 3 nights, so yeah, we're going to move off. We're not too sure what we're going to go and do, but we're moving off, so we'll keep in touch. Righto, well, we're packing up camp and we're heading up.
Packed up camp.
Yeah, no, you're Zach's definitely right.
We packed up camp about 3 hours.
We definitely packed up camp a while ago. And now, righto, well, we've packed up camp and we're gonna head up here, up onto the top ridge that separates us and the other block. Just banking on that the weather does get better tomorrow. Hopefully we can glass some fresh country. We've had a bloody good look through here and no shooters in here, so we're just going to carry on. carry on up. So we'll see you up there. Hey boys, blowing me doors off as usual. It's camp. It's down in there. That's the basin. I've been glassing for a couple of days. Upwards. Righto, I've just been trying out this new pack from Safari Supplies. It's a Mystery Ranch Marshall. I took it out a couple of times before this trip just to make sure it was going to fit me alright. Man, it's been bloody good, eh? Like I've taken a fair amount of gear, probably too much, to be honest. But man, it's fit inside this pack pretty bloody well. Pretty impressed. Breaks down super small for a day pack, and then also the top shell comes off if you want to go super lightweight. So yeah, can't bloody speak highly enough about it. So far anyway, it's been bloody good. I think I might be getting one. Well, we've definitely timed the bugle and the roar anyway. They're just going bananas, especially with this, like the temp staying down. I don't know, because last couple of days it's been a bit warmer and they haven't been going during the day, but 2 or 3 stags just going mental down the valley. Every now and then you'll hear a bull, but mostly reds. But it's bloody cool. You're just walking up here and you're just hearing them go down in the basin, and we can't wait to get eyes on fresh country. We might be touch and go whether we get a clear evening tonight, but tomorrow hopefully we should be able to have a look into this new basin. And then yeah, Saturday, tomorrow's Friday, hopefully we'll hunt it in there tomorrow. And then Saturday we might make our way back out the valley and then hunt some of these bush stags. And then there's a bull down the valley, down in the scrub that we never got eyes on. Me and Kim had a crack at, but he shut up shop and we never got in on him. So there's a lot of action back down the valley, so that's probably going to be our last day, but we just want to have a look up in this head basin before we leave. Just make sure we're not missing any bulls. So yeah. Righto, we'll set up another camp up in the head basin, and hopefully we get a break in the cloud tonight. It's pretty thin up top, but we just got to look out to the coastal blocks, and it looks like it's just hung up in the main divide, but she's all good. Yeah, boys are up there, we've got some water here, and then the basin we want to glass is down in here. There it goes, it's pretty fun. Just need it to pull out, so if not tonight, hopefully tomorrow. But that's where we want to look, down in there. So yeah, hopefully we get a look-see. Woohoo! Righto, well I'm just having a look down into our neighbouring block. I don't have a rifle or anything, I've just got the binos just because our side's still clagged in, but I'm getting the odd little breakdown here. Man, it's cool to check out. Such sick country, it's just super gnarly. It just looks pretty hectic down in the valley floor. The tops are pretty nice. Haven't heard any bugles, haven't seen anything, but bloody cool because it's just pea soup over our side, so bloody cool, man. It's just amazing. Amazing to be here and amazing to check it out. Look at that. That is unreal. Anyone who's been here will recognise that. But man, it's cool. Hopefully we get clear day tomorrow and we can check out our head basin. But look at that. Whew, man, that's cool. Righto, well it's the end of day 5 and it was pretty clagged in for the evening, so we didn't really do a lot of glassing, but there was a bit of a weather window and we just had a look over into the other block. I'd never seen down in there before, and it's just beautiful country, so that was really cool. There was the odd bull bugling down in there, but it was still pretty quiet. But forecast is good for tomorrow, so hopefully mid-morning we get a break in the weather and we can have a look down to this head basin. You. See you in the morning. Righto, well, it's morning of day 5 and she's doing a bloody beauty. Finally got some sun. We're up high and we're just having a glass down into the head basin there. Not seeing bugger all, but we've got a plan to cut down to the head basin and then sort of work our way back through the bush and then hunt those stags that were going yesterday, and there's another wop down there bugling that we haven't got eyes on, so that's sort of our target for the next couple of days. We just wanted to have a look up high, tick that box, and then go back down low, see what's cracking down there. Righto, well, we're just broken camp and we're about to head down there, head down to the main basin and work our way back out and go see if we can get a better look at the stag we saw this morning. So we'll just go and have a glass up here before we drop in. We're just siding through sort of to stay out of this stuff here and we're heading over. Can't quite see, but there's a knoll over here in the sun that we're going to camp. We're going to sidle through here, get through that bush, so yeah, it shouldn't be too bad going. I reckon at this point we've got to see his better kills there.
I reckon Zach's finished with the one too.
Yeah.
Oh, look in there. Fuck.
Oh man.
Yeah. Going back feeding him.
Fuck, I was not thought Zach. Does he fight them up?
Oh, I mean, it definitely would. Still pretty mint here though.
Right, well, things kicked off a wee bit, just for a wee bit. We heard this animal making some noise down there. Just kept roaring at it, and it ended up coming out onto a wee slip. He's got a bit of width. He's got a bit of height. How old is he? Yeah, and I think it might be, pretty sure it's hybrid type animal, because it's bugling, but it's not bugling all the time. I don't really know enough about it, to be honest, but it doesn't look full wop, but it's definitely got a bit of wop. It's quite nice. So it's probably the nicest animal we've seen in here, but we just couldn't really see the age, whereas boys are having a look now, but we might stalk in on him tomorrow just to get some footage anyway, because he's pretty close to where we're camping, so unreal. There's a wop spiker just up there. It's the boys, like at the evening. Hard to beat, man. That was our campsite for, I don't know if you could hear that, but he's still making a racket. That was our campsite there for the bad weather days. Then we climbed up there, and then was glassing the head basin. Show you the head basin. Pretty nice, but bugger all animals in there, to be honest.
Oh yeah!
Righto, well, it's the morning of day 7. We've just woken up to a bloody beauty. It's another cracker day, and we're just going to pack up and then we're going to move on back down the valley and spend our last night at our first campsite down the valley floor. We're just going to hunt our way down, hunt through the bush, because there's a couple of stags and a couple of wops going down there, so yeah, we'll just make our way up. But man, unbelievable morning. Pretty cool to be here. Oh, touch base further down there. Cheers. Righto, we've just split up. The 3 boys have gone up. They're going to climb up this ridge and then hunt the face sort of back to our first campsite. That we haven't actually been up on that face yet, so that's quite cool to tick that off. I'm climbing back up to look up into one of our basins. I just want to make sure that the sun hasn't brought anything else out in there. But then that wap bull from last night, wow, hybrid. Pretty sure it's a hybrid type animal, but quite a bit of wap in it though. But it's just down here, it's making a racket. It shut up shop last night, but it started back up this morning. So yeah, I'm just tossing up what to do because the wind's pretty bad at the moment because it's just catabatic down, but sun's about to hit just up here, so it should spin around soon. So if it spins around, I might go in on and get some footage. Bloody nice old bull, so sick. Just sidling through here. We camped down here last night. Boys gone up there. Gonna hunt this stuff for the day. Going back around into this basin just to make sure the sun hasn't brought something out in there that wasn't there while the weather was crap. So yeah, I'll carry on. Righto, the boys come down there, up there, and they're up there. Man, they smashed it out bloody fast. Animals. See them just parked up there. Hopefully find something. There's a nice red stag up there a few days ago, so see what happens. Righto, I'm just dropping down off the tops now and just making my way through this creek. Didn't see anything in this basin, which is random as. Heard a stag roaring in there this morning, but must have just shut up shop, I reckon. That the bull around the corner shut up shop too, so didn't end up stalking in on him. So I'm just going to hunt my way back down. Just go out through here into the main valley, hunt my way back down, hopefully into the wind, and yeah, meet up with the boys later on tonight. Alright, they're going to come along that saddle and drop down in the air or something, I think, depending on what they see. Ew. Man, this bush is so nice. Just bloody beautiful, eh? Like, it's damp, but it's pretty nice because it's a nice day. And there's a pretty prominent deer trail in now this creek, and then and on the main creek too, so it's like it's bloody pretty easy going, to be honest. Nice open bush. Like, I've just been moaning as I go down here, the old roar, but nothing replying. The creek's quite loud just here, so it's probably deafening a bit of replies plus my roar. So yeah, get down to this main one. There's a couple of real nice spots to have a look at, so yeah, fizzing. Righto, well, you can't see me because my headlight's bloody playing up, but it's the end of day 7. Pretty quiet day 7 actually. Met up with the boys after they did that epic tops mission. Met up back down at camp, and yeah, we're only a few hours away from the boat pickup, so we got that at 2 tomorrow. So yeah, we'll cruise on out of here in the morning. So yeah, bloody awesome. Righto, well, we're just back down at the hut now and on day 8, and yeah, been a bloody awesome trip. We just come down from our last night's campsite, just a couple of hours back down through the bush. Pretty good going. Yeah, it's been a bloody cool trip. Saw a couple of really nice animals, a nice old bull that we decided to leave. Thought it was about 7 or 8.5, sort of around that mark, but definitely no experts on the aging, so we left him because we weren't 100% sure that he was super old. But yeah, he was bloody cool to see, and yeah, cool, just a cool experience to come into Fiordland hunting for the first time, and yeah, definitely be back. So cheers for watching.